So Joshua, I want you to know that this is a very serious situation that we're in. We've never done an online auction before, so you need to get your head in the game. Like, are you ready to do this? Okay. So our first item up for bid is a 2012 Cub Cadet riding mower with a 46-inch cut. It only has about 351 hours on it, and we're going to start the bid at $400. Now, you guys are thinking, how in the world are we going to do this bidding? So let me do a little explanation. So you guys keep this mower in your mind. Look how shiny, look how nice. It works. There may have been some smoke alarms set off in the church. I don't know who did that. It works. That's all I'm gonna say. But I do know it was Lauren Blair's idea, and Joshua okayed it. So what we're planning on doing is, we're gonna have this video go live, and then each individual item is gonna have its own separate post on Facebook, and you guys will comment on that item's Facebook post your bids. So it's gonna be like a silent auction that everybody can see your name. So think of it like that. Think of it as we're at a silent auction, except you have, this joker here talking right now on the video, but you will see this item. So first item that will go up for bid will be Cub Cadet riding mower, 46-inch cut, Kawasaki engine on it. And then below that, you will comment. So starting bid on that is $400. Now Joshua is probably gonna edit some of this out, but we're gonna go ahead and go in here to where we have the rest of our items up for bid. And by the way, do you like this Bob Barker microphone that he got me? It's not quite Bob Barker-esque, but it's good enough. So, if you want to play some nice music of me walking, if you can research the Looney Tunes, you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? The buzzard? Okay. So, in here in this room, first items that we're going to look at, these are actually going to be sold individually. So I don't know exactly how Lauren's going to post these, but so we've got this set of handmade wash rags. I actually believe they're made by my mom, Debbie Wade, that will be $1 a piece. And so just each one of these will be a lot, but individually they'll be $1. So if you want them all, I don't know how you're going to get them, but they'll be sold for $1 a piece. Now check out her little gnome ornaments that she made. My girls love these, and yours will too. So these are $1 a piece as well. Now, back behind those, you've got, these will come up as separate items. Now this is a little bit difficult to explain. So right here we have a complete, I did that on purpose, Barry. Right here you have a completed piece of jewelry that Barry Hudson has made out of some pure silver that he had. So this particular item is going to have a starting bid at $40. So anyway, he took old existing silver and he made that in the jewelry. So these other items that you see going on through here are incomplete things that can be made into jewelry. And each one, there's a little description of the piece, where he got it, or maybe what it is, a little bit of its history. And he just tells you exactly how he can make it. And I'm assuming, Lauren, that you will be able to put that on the post of exactly what Barry plans to do with it. So there are 6 of these. Like I said, this one is complete. I believe this one right here is complete as well. Starting bid on each one of these are $40. And remember, the first 4 that he has right here are gonna be turned into jewelry later on. This one right here, I don't know if you've read the history, but it was a silver chicken. It was very rare in East Tennessee, that somebody, when they went to make it into a soup, decided to turn its foot into a miniature fork. And that can be turned into a nice necklace, or, a bracelet for your child. It's rare. Now this right here is very cool. So This knife and stand were handmade by Danny Skelton. So this is actually, I think, obsidian, and I can't tell if that's black because of the light. But anyway, he handmade that, so that's a deer antler, obviously, and he hewn that just like they used to do. So starting bid on that is $40. So again, that's a handmade knife from Danny Skelton. All right, this is also made by my mom. It's a handmade little bonnet. Don't know if that's coming through clearly on the video. And blanket, little baby booties. Starting bid on that is $30. Again, that is handmade. You can't buy one nicer than that. I think I'm going to take up crocheting, Josh. That just a skill set I think every man needs to have. Instead of making pretty stuff, though, I'm going to make something like camouflage or maybe safety orange. Then you can decorate your children with that. Starting bid on that item is $30. Now, this is one that if my mom didn't make enough salsa for me to have, I would be bidding on this. But she doesn't love you guys as much as she does me. So she put some of her homemade salsa in this basket, as well as some store-bought stuff. So this is kind of like a taco night basket. So there are 4 jars of homemade salsa from my mom in this. You've got this dip chip plate thing in it as well. I think there are some refried beans. Basically, this is a good date night if you know your date really loves you. Starting bid on this is $30. The salsa alone is worth about $75, so I expect the bid to go up on that very, very high. This item right here is a s'mores bowl. This was donated by Larry Smith's Adult 1 Sunday School class. So it's got a Rubbermaid bowl, it's got some graham crackers, some bag of miniature marshmallows, Hershey's candy, all that stuff to make s'mores. And it says in there, there's a dish towel and a headband. The headband, I'll have you know, is made out of s'mores. The starting bid on that is $10. It's not really made out of s'mores. It's not. But anyway. All right, so moving on. We have a coffee basket right here. So in this, there's also all kinds of coffee implements. There's some iced coffee in the back you guys might not be able to see. Some homemade Russian tea. That's really cool. That's that stuff that's got tang in it and all the different spices. Coffee, all kinds of snacks. And this is Dave Watt's Sunday School class. And they're asking a very generous $30 on this. That's one of them that probably, I don't know much about baskets. How much are baskets worth, Lauren? I don't know. Well, anyway, $30 is a good deal on that basket. There's not, I want that Russian tea. What kind of trouble would I get in if I just started taking items out of these baskets?
A lot.
Okay. She said a lot if you guys didn't hear. So this was donated by WOM, correct, this basket? It says women's group.
No, that's Donna Williams.
I got you. This is Donna Williams' Sunday School class. So there's a bunch of Christmas movies in this basket. It's got Christmas cards. This is basically an all Christmas basket. Christmas dish towels, handmade ornaments, and more. So this right here, very generous starting bid on this one at $30 too. So I expect that one to go up. I'm going to pull out the Christmas painting right here. Look at that. That is some cardinals and some holly, and they're merry. I painted that. I did not. Okay. Now, you guys that are familiar with our auctions, we normally have this great bidding war with Kay's cookies. These are homemade special cookies that we can't figure out what the secret ingredient is, but I'm pretty sure that you can make it from some chemicals underneath your sink. Now, I have no proof of that, but the way it makes people act when they bid on it really makes me think that that might be where her secret ingredient comes from. In one particular TV show, it was blue. Now, this is a certificate that entitles you to 4 dozen of Kay King's chocolate chip cookies. There's not even a starting bid on this because we didn't even know what to put down. I've seen these go for as much as like $200. I'm saying that you guys can just start bidding and let's see what happens. But this is 4 dozen of Kay's chocolate chip cookies. And that is worth whatever pennies you want to throw at it.
There will be another.
Oh, so there are 2 sets of 4 dozen. So,
The
okay.
other one's going to be 2 dozen.
Okay. So let me make that clear if you couldn't hear Lauren. So you have 1 certificate entitles you to 4 dozen of Kay's chocolate chip cookies. Another certificate will be forthcoming that is time for Mr. Wade to mute his phone. I think that was Lauren's message from when I was on the road telling me I needed to get here. Okay, my phone is not up for bid. Just make sure that people know that. It's not very expensive, but I just got it. Okay, so here is a Tasty Crisp air fryer. It's a 2.6 quart. This was donated by Kay's mom, Urbia Messer. So starting bid on it's $25. Again, that's another very, very generous bid on that. Very cool little thing. I actually use air fryers at my school to cook frozen burritos. About 12 minutes, and they turn into chimichangas. That's what I'm talking about. Don't you laugh, Lauren. That's good. Get her. Film that. Yeah, cover your face up. That's what I'm talking.
I've never even thought about that. It's a great idea.
Well, you didn't think about it because you're not as ingenious as I am.
Very true.
$25 for an air fryer is crazy. So I would bid that up. Yeah. Okay, here's another coffee basket. So this actually includes this Keurig Mini. And it's also got a bunch of the Green Mountain breakfast blend. I actually like that a lot. Dunkin' Donuts, 22 Dunkin' Donuts K-Cups, 3 Winter Warm associated flavored coffees, 12 assorted Christmas hot cocoa. It's got a 25-ounce bottle of Skinny Sips sugar-free salted caramel coffee syrup. I cannot believe that I said that without stuttering. And it's also got 3 coffee mugs and a tin of assorted cookies. And this is all donated by Jerry King's class. Another generous bid on this to start out at $50. And again, that is a very, very good start. I like the coffee cup on that. My wife was telling me that these coffee cups and stuff that have a white background with like black letters, it's specifically called something. What is that called? Ray Dunn.
Ray Dunn coffee mugs.
So Ray Dunn is a bad guy in Star Wars movies. And in his spare time, when he's fighting the forces of good, he makes coffee cups. It's a little known fact. But starting bid on that is $50. Lauren thought that was very funny too. Like, she almost lost it on that. Okay, so this Christmas tree right here, the tree was actually handmade, I believe, by Melissa Jones. And John Byington's Sunday school class, they bought the decorations and all that stuff and put around there. So you can see this is a Tennessee Christmas tree. Be a cool little thing set on an end table somewhere. Starting bid for $20. I think that's a really good deal on that. So that's a very, very cool little thing. I don't know enough about how they make the bows and all that. But if I'm guessing, I would say that somebody in their class probably made the bows. Okay, the women that are in here just said yes. So if they did not, I apologize. But if they did, check it out. $20. Very good. Okay, this one is called a quiet time basket. So this is for when the children have been a little bit too rough. Or men, let's say that you've made your wife very mad this week and she just needs some time alone. So this basket, a starting bid on it's going to be $40. It's got a daily or nightly devotional. It's got some colored pens, Bible study pens, some doTERRA herbal tea collection. It's got, I don't even know what this is, doTERRA adaptogenic hot cocoa to boost your mood. Can you put that in a diffuser and make that just go into the atmosphere? Like, what is in that is adaptogenic? I think adaptogenic, well, I have no clue what that means. I was going to say something that was going to be really funny and cute. I have no clue what that means. But apparently it's good, and it's good for quiet. Some raw honey. You got a Bible scripture inspired mug. It wasn't made by Ray Dunn because it was made by the forces of good. It's got essential oils in there. It's got some peppermint. Got a thinker that's a kid's blend. That's really good for online schooling. In Tune adult blend. That's when your husband just doesn't pay attention to what you say. You can just throw a bunch of that, about half the bottle, into his cup of coffee in the morning. You're probably not actually supposed to take that internally, but you didn't hear that from me. And a frankincense roller. It's also got some information here from Megan about her doTERRA stuff. So $40 on that basket. That is a very, very good basket to bid on. Now, this is 1 dozen all-occasion greeting cards in a decorated box that was handmade by Debbie Hudson. So check that out. Did she hand make the cards too? No way. I'm going to open one of these up. Can you keep zooming in, Josh? So you can see here that it's got praying for you, all that. You can see my nicely manicured fingers. And then it says, you are in my prayers right there. Starting bid on that is $15. That should go for a lot more than that. But anyway, this was handmade by Debbie Hudson. So check out this unfinished red oak shelf. This will be a cool little thing. Put your little knickknacks on. Handmade by Allison Osborne, who's actually standing right over there. Josh isn't panning. He's just filming me. There we go. She's got her cranky pants on. Now, so this was handmade by Allison Osborne. Starting bid on that's $40. This is red oak. If you wanted to do something with it, you could. I don't know, a little bit of polyurethane would make the red pop. But it looks pretty cool the way it is. So that's what I'd hang it on my wall. Starting bid, $40. Okay, we've got some 3 homemade masks right here. I have no clue the size, and it's probably not good for me to try them on and then give them to your children. It's women's size, so they wouldn't fit around my big head anyway. I have to use like bandanas, or I just go to the Army surplus store and buy tents and then wrap them around my big noggin. But these 3 homemade masks are $10. So we've got some of our baptism shirts. This is a whole set right here. You've got small and large. I believe there's 4. You can tell which ones are the small, which ones are the large. Starting bid on that would be $5. They say, I have decided to follow Jesus. Actually a really cool design. Okay, there is a card here that just says, Doggy Birthday. Oh, this is Sherry Carmack's. Okay, so this is a doggy birthday cake. It's 8 inches, chocolate cake with Oreo buttercream.
There's 3 separate ones. Sorry, you'll have to edit that out. I hope.
No, we're going to keep it in. No, there's no editing here. This is live, sort of.
There's 3 separate cakes.
Okay.
Sorry, that was my fault.
So there are 3 separate cakes that she's going to make that will be doggy birthday cakes. So one's going to be an 8-inch.
One's a doggy birthday cake.
Okay. One is a doggy birthday cake. The other 2 cakes don't have to be for your dogs. So if you love your dog enough, you can buy it a doggy birthday cake. The other cake right here is going to be an 8-inch chocolate cake just for you with Oreo buttercream. And the one below that is going to be an 8-inch white chocolate kids cake and Sherry Carmack. I think she means white or chocolate. Correct? Yes. And that's another one of those that doing a starting bid on her cakes, it's just, you can't. So, I mean, they're about priceless. If you put salsa on top of the cakes, I'm sure they would be. It'd just go for like $500. Throw the other cookies on top of the cake, get that as a package deal. It's probably going to cover the church's budget for the year. So, we might have to take some money out of Lottie Moon and start putting it towards our general fund when you guys start bidding on this stuff. That was funny too, Lauren. All right, now this is one of my favorite items that we have this year. So I know that this looks professional because it kind of halfway is, sort of. So what you have here are these mini little cornhole boards. Now, as Josh is panning through, you'll see all these different designs. And again, these are going to be each individually listed, so you're not going to buy this as a package deal. So you can see you've got a Yankees one here. You've got the one that I call America right here. Different Tennessee symbols. You've got one that's got our church logo. There's an ETSU logo. Tennessee as the Vols right there. This one, you can, I would call that Braves. We might be able to say, if you wanted to put, a coat of Alabama, whatever, maroon or whatever they have, you could kind of call that Alabama, but that looks more Braves to me. Cowboys and RAs. And RA was really pops right there. This is a cool thing I thought about these, though. So not only were these handmade, they were put together by the RAs, and some RAs that are more middle-aged and have a lot less hair, put them together and painted them. But these cornhole bags, these little bean bags in here, were handmade by Debbie Hudson. So this is one of the coolest things I have ever seen. So again, these will be individually put on there. Starting bid on those is going to be $20, and they're worth every penny, and they are very cool. That would be very good to put in my classroom, but I'm afraid that my students would put out an eye. I have to think about that, how I'm going to bid on that. Okay, so we're moving on here, and we've got a, Josh, let's start at this end. That way we can hit this thing last. So this is a Pampered Chef. It says Pampered Chef basket, but right now we just have it laying on the table. So in this is a cake pan, a potato masher that folds up for easy storage inside of your drawer, or for those pesky mashed potatoes that get around the side of the bowl or pan that you're mashing them in. Huh? You like that, didn't you? It's also got a scoop and serve. I think that's one of those, is that this thing? Why is it shaped like that? Is that some sort of just magic shape for scoop? Oh, so you can scoop and then serve. Okay. You have some seasoning salt. You've got a cookbook, sweet treat box. This was donated by Penny Gibson. Starting bid on this is $30. With Pampered Chef stuff, I'd say this probably cost about $490. So $30 starting bid on that is very, very good. So, I mean, a lot of cool stuff in there. Potato masher is, this looks like the thing that Kevin hung on the door handle in Home Alone. So this right here will also burn your enemies as they're breaking into your house. So check that out. Okay, right here, this is the coronavirus fighting basket. It is a cold/cleaning basket. So it comes with toilet paper. Starting bid on that will be $30. It's got paper towels, Clorox wipes, Dial soap, disinfectant spray, Lysol all-purpose cleaner, a 50-pack of face mask, bleach, cool mist humidifier, and hand sanitizer times 8. I think that bleach is lemon scented. Sprinkle that some of your coffee in the morning. Fight the coronavirus for the rest of the day. Nobody commented on that. Like everybody that's in this room with me thought that was a good idea. It's not a good idea to drink bleach. And you guys were just going to let that hang in the air. We could have had a sick church member. And you would have let that be on my head, wouldn't you? Well, my goodness. Starting bid for all the cleaning supplies, please do not drink bleach, is $30. All right, and now we have a whole tool basket. By the way, that was Nathan's class, and so is this one. This tool basket right here, you can tell, if you guys know anything about where tools come from, this is the Harbor Freight section right here, because this is all Pittsburgh stuff. Little known fact, the Pittsburgh tools like this have a lifetime guarantee, like the old Craftsman stuff used to. All kinds of good stuff. I wear those shop towels right there out. You've got a cool set of gloves, you've got a pry bar, you've got duct tape that'll fix anything. If you go to Rogersville, that is what most of the cars are made out of. So it's a very good set right there. Starting bid on that is $40, and that's a steal there as well. All right, so last thing that we have, I think last thing, correct, is a drum set right here. This drum set is kind of a good starter set. It doesn't have the cymbals with it. And if I am looking correctly, Josh, don't trip over those chairs. It does not have the snare, I don't believe. And it doesn't have like the hi-hat and all that with it. Does it have any of the pedals?
There's the boxes over there that put stuff.
Okay, yeah, I'll let, all this stuff will be described. Yeah. So you've got your bass pedal and all that in there. So it does have some of the stands, but you would have to buy the cymbals for it. It's a good starter set. I don't know, what did you guys say that the starting bid on that would be?
We have not gotten one yet.
Okay, so starting bid would be whatever you guys started at. Like I'm saying that's probably a good, easy $50 starter, if not more than that. So again, guys, we have just went through all the items. Josh, if you just want to randomly start scanning stuff in the church, this is going to Lottie Moon. If you guys don't know what Lottie Moon is, this is a fund that was started years ago by the International Mission Board here in Southern Baptist churches, and 100% of the money that you guys donate go to foreign missions, and a good portion of that pays for our missionaries that are on the field. They will also use that for supplies and stuff as well. So this is just a good ministry to donate to. Our church already gives a little bit to Lottie Moon, but this is really our big fundraiser. So I mean, this gets just thousands of dollars every year go directly to foreign missions. So either pay for our missionaries, or it will pay for items and stuff that the missionaries might need. So I believe I am done. Bidding will commence in some point after the video.
6 on Sunday.
So the bidding will commence at 6 on Sunday. This video will be posted, insert time here, sometime before the auction. So you guys will be able to go through and see the items, and then bidding shall commence. We appreciate you guys, and I'm signing off. You can stop the video now, Josh.